everybody. It's Theresa again. Yep, I know you're probably going to get tired of seeing me. But I've had this idea for a lemonade soap. I have some lemon oil, and I thought it would be great. And then today, or actually it was actually last night, I stumbled onto a wonderful new channel. It's not new, it's old. I'm new to it. Her name is Amy. I can't remember the name of her channel. She's known to do the wonderful soap challenges. And I will link to her channel because it is fantastic. But I seen her do a lemonade soap, which was pretty much exactly what I had in my head. And when I seen it, I immediately told my husband, somebody else has done this soap, so I've seen it done and I'm going to do it. So I'm doing it. I did have to change my recipe a little today because, note to all the newer soapers, I'm new, so I can say that. If you're making soap, you're planning to make soap, please make sure you double check all your oils, because one of my usual oils, I didn't realize that I had ran out. I didn't have enough, so I had to quickly rework my recipe, and luckily with the substitute oil, it didn't change my lye concentration. So just double check everything before you start mixing your lye. I always mix my lye first because it takes longer to cool than my oils. But I will be more careful next time. But luckily, I still have enough of wonderful oils to get us where we're going. So let's get started. I'm going to mix in my lye here. Now, I've used goat's milk again. I know I shouldn't because I don't like the way it smells, and I don't like the look of the goat's milk mixture. It's all clumpy, and I don't really know why that is, but it is what it is, what it is, what it is. So I'm going to pour that in. Please forgive the yuckiness. I'm going to edit this out. I'm going to edit out the yucky, but I'm not adding that in. It's a lot less yucky this time than it was last time, so I may just leave it in there. It's not anything gross or bad. It's just the some of the fat from the milk, the goat's milk that I used. I'm just spraying down the lye instruments with alcohol because we all know that lye can be a little dangerous if you're not careful. So, and I don't use 100% goat's milk in my lye water. It is also, it is a mixture of lye, obviously. It's a mixture of goat's milk and aloe juice. I also this time added salt and sugar to my lye water, or my lye mixture. Right. So we have that in there. Now I'm going to add my fragrances. My fragrance is actually a mixture of lemon, orange, and some other citrus smells. The straight lemon was a little too, I don't know, too bitter maybe. So actually, it was a little harsh, so I wanted the mixture. So we got that all mixed in. So now I'm going to start the blending. If you ever wonder if you're watching soap why people do this before they start, I've seen so many people do it when I first started watching, and I'm like, why are they beating it? But it's because it's burping your blender. If you could look, you can see bubbles coming up as I do it. You're burping and trying to get the air out. Now I don't want to whiz this too much because I gotta mix in my colors as well. And I don't know how the oils are gonna do. The scent, the fragrance is gonna do. It's not a fragrance, it's essential oil. But I don't know how it's gonna do. So I'm just trying to mix it to the point to where there's no oils. And this batch is going to be too large. So I'm going to end up having to put it in something else. I know I am. And it's really quite annoying, to be honest with you. I'm trying not to reduce it because I have a mode coming from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And I don't know, I'm afraid to rework my recipe now, but the mode I have coming should be able to handle the amount of oils I use without an issue. I'm trying to make sure it's well emulsified, but it's hard to see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and split this. Alright, I think that's as good as that's going to get, so I'm going to leave it be for a minute. And then I'm going to work on this one. You couldn't even see that. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'll have to edit that out. I forgot I had it zoomed in so you could see the original. This one is really orange. And you see? And it's not going to be, hopefully, for long. Because I'm adding in a lot of titanium dioxide to this batch. Because I want it stark white. And I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't let y'all see the mixture of the other color. I didn't pay attention that I didn't have it directly under, or I didn't have the camera right. I feel awful about that. But not much I can do about it now. So this isn't really exactly as white as I wanted it. But I'm going to stop right there for just a second because let me zoom out a little bit. Ooh, wrong way. So that I can get more in. I'm going to try to do like a small end the pot swirl here. So now I'm just going to go in the center and around and through the center. Okay, so that's going to be step one. I'm going to get that in the mode. And you see? Alright, so just going to pour it in the mode. Little back and forth motion. I'm going to give it a stop there for just a second. Bang it down a little bit. My mold seems to be going crooked on me. And then I've got just some unscented white chunks I'm going to drop in. Oh, I dropped a few. I know they're willy-nilly, and I'm sorry if that bothers you. Please fast forward through this part of the process if the willy-nilly chunks bother you. Alright, so one has gotten behind the mold. Ugh. Oh, that's a mess. This mold is not sitting straight for some reason today. And that is bad. That is not good. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour the remainder of this mixture over the top. Let's see. Give it a stop for a second. I don't know what's going on with this mixed mold. Ugh. Such a pain in the behind. Alright, so I have the rest of that in the pot swirl, but I really don't want to add that to the top just yet. This is really heating up in the bowl, in the pots. I could feel it through the bowl. So I may be wrapping this one up and attempt to maybe gel it, or maybe I'll just let it do what it naturally does. But it's really heating up quite a bit. I'm wrenching some of the other titanium dioxide out of the other pot and off the spoon there. And I know you can't see, it's a little off camera, but I'm just mixing up the lighter color. That's all I'm doing. Just slightly off the camera. So oh, this dent in this, I cannot wait for my new mold. This is a brambleberry liner, and it's good, don't get me wrong. If you had the exact mold, if I had the exact mold that was meant for it, I would be fine, but I don't. So I get what I get, you know. It's kind of a pain when you don't buy the mold that it's meant to be. I can't fault the mold for it because it's not the mold's fault. It's my fault for, or the liner. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to put in some ice cubes. Not yet, I ain't, because it's not thick enough. So I'm going to hold off with that. And I'll bring you back when it's set up enough to do that. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been like, I don't even know, 20 minutes. Okay, so we're at about 25 minutes. Alright, so I can't find a top that I like. So I'm going to try this. And if it doesn't work, then it's on me, and it is just what it is, because I can't find anything that I think works for this soap. So I'm just going to swirl this yellow color into the top. It's okay if it gets really swirled in because it's not really one of my main design elements. Alright, now I'm going to put the soap chunks that are to be my ice cubes in. I could feel right underneath the top here is so set up. It's marvelous. And I don't understand why the top isn't so good, but there we go. These little soap chunks are not perfect. And they really don't look like ice cubes all that much. But this is just a learning tool for me. I'm just learning what will and won't work. Underneath feels so nice and hard that I'm a little sad that the top isn't like that. Okay, so now I'm going to spritz the top here with some alcohol. It serves two purposes. I'm hoping it's going to help this glitter stick to the unscented soap chunks. And it also hopefully will help combat soda ash. I'm going to sprinkle some yellow sugar over it. Because lemonade is sweet and, you know, it has sugar. It'll give a nice look and texture, I think, in my opinion. And just for giggles, and because I like them, and I think that might make it look like they have bubbles, I'm adding a few sugar pearls to each slice. That one got a few more than the others. That's okay, right? It doesn't have to be exactly even. I see a couple more there that only have a few, so I'm going to add a couple more to those. And then I'm pretty much going to call this soap done. It has been a pain, and it is not exactly what I had hoped for. I'm just giving these little sugar pearls a little tap down in so they really bite into the soap, because if not they'll fall off when I cut and unmold, and I really don't want that. That one went a little deep, but that's not the end of the world. And there you have it. Or there I have it. That is my lemonade soap. Let's call it fizzy lemonade because it has bubbles. Alright, until next time, happy soaping. Bye-bye.